Okay, so today I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing the unapproachable makeup look, and this is the look I go for whenever I go out because I simply don't want to be approached. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, quick change of scenery because my window is too loud. And every time, if you watch my previous videos, you'd know this, but every time there's something happening outside. Anyways, okay, so since this is usually my going out makeup, it's low-key a heavy beat. So just letting y'all know beforehand. We're starting off strong, and I'm using the L'Oreal 24-hour foundation just because I feel like it really lasts a really long time and it's super affordable. I used to wear this makeup look quite frequently, and I still do when I go out just because it's so hot. But honestly, I'm thinking I'm gonna go a little more bolder because usually I'll do the typical like eyeliner and smoky eye, but I don't know, I kind of want to play with the look today. We will see. I don't know how I feel about going out anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I still like to go out and have fun, but it just doesn't hit the same. It just doesn't hit the same recently. I don't know. I think the last time I went out was with a couple of my friends, and we went to this, and it was fun. It was a nice place. Like, the music was really good, the drinks were really good, but something about it just was not the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm outgrowing it. I really like how it just blends into your skin, if you can see that. But I know L'Oreal's Infallible line has really good reviews. They have concealer. I haven't tried out their concealer yet, but it's one of the best in the drugstore apparently. So yeah, if you're looking to find a base product without breaking the bank, I think L'Oreal is actually really good. Moving on to concealer, I'm going in with e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I started watching Ugly Betty recently, and I started watching it because I wanted something quirky and fun to watch. Why am I crying at 12 a.m.? Like, oh, also I'm putting it here to define my cheekbones. I really thought Ugly Betty was gonna be one of those shows that were just like, you know, for fun, for laughs. Like, I didn't expect it to end like this. That's the same way I felt about the other sitcom, One Day at a Time. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but I also started watching that because I thought it was gonna be fun and quirky and silly, and I ended up crying. So funny to me because Ugly Betty really did start out funny and quirky and silly, and then all of a sudden it's traumatic. It's not funny. One thing that I've learned about concealer is that you really need to pat it in, and I'm just gonna set that. So I'm gonna set around my smile lines. Yeah, if you haven't watched Ugly Betty, you should watch it. Mostly because I really want to talk about it with someone. I have so many thoughts. I love a quirky sitcom. Like, I love quirky sitcoms. My favorite shows are all rom-com sitcoms. Like, I love Friends, I love New Girl, what else? And now I love Ugly Betty. There's just so much to love about sitcoms. And not to say that I don't love thrillers or whatever, it's just like sometimes I don't want the anxiety. Sometimes I don't want to sit there and wonder, are they gonna die? Although, well, I guess Ugly Betty does have some scenes. Sometimes I don't want the anxiety that comes with some of these like action shows. Like, I don't want to know, like, I don't want to sit there and be like, nibbling on my fingertips the entire time. Sometimes a girl just wants to have fun. And I thought I would get that from Ugly Betty, but it's really stressing me out. Okay, so moving on with the base still, I'm gonna use my contour stick, and this is also from the Infallible line, and really try to accentuate my cheekbones, because the way I view this look is it's very sharp overall, so we really want to stick to the sharpness of our facial features. Remember when contouring was the biggest thing on the internet after Kim Kardashian, was it Kim Kardashian? Yeah, spoke about her contouring technique? What an era. You know, I was thinking about it this morning, and recently blush has been such a big thing, especially with trending makeup and things like that. Blush is like #1, and everyone is starting to use blush and everyone is starting to love blush. And I was thinking about how interesting it is that trends can make such a big difference in everyday routines. Before, I'm gonna say this year, because I feel like, but I feel like blush really did take off this year as a makeup essential. But when I was maybe a few years back, blush was not that big of a thing, and I rarely used it because I felt like it was too much. Like, people would know you were wearing makeup if you used blush. And maybe that was just me, I don't know. But now everybody is packing on their blush, and it's such a cute look. I love it. I love when these trends occur and they're actually beautiful. I know it looks really heavy right now, just bear with me. We're gonna continue to sculpt, because it's all about sculpting. And I'm just gonna take it and put it right there. Just like, is that even? I can't tell. I remember I was watching a makeup tutorial once, and the artist was like, translucent powder is the eraser for makeup. And I've never agreed with anything more. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe that off. Perfect. Moving on to blush. I'm using this plum shade Wet n Wild in Mellow Wine, and I'm not using sparkly blush because I do feel like this look leans more towards the matte strong side rather than that dewy glowy vibe. So I'm just trying to stick with more matte products, and I'm just gonna apply that where I would normally apply blush. So it's New York Fashion Week, and I am obsessed. New York Fashion Week is literally happening right now, and I want to go so bad, but yeah, that was my little excerpt of New York Fashion Week. And I really actually do want to get into fashion more, because there's just I feel like there's so much to learn, and it's such a constantly changing atmosphere, and it's so quick paced, and there's so many nuances to it. It's just something that really piques my interest. Moving on to the eyes, which is the base and the center of this look. I'm gonna use very dark colors because the point of this look is to be really strong on the eyes and also have sort of a box eye effect. Speaking of sirens, it's really random. One time when I was in high school, not even explaining what I'm doing. Girl. I'm using a brown shade as the base. I always do this with my makeup. I always start off with a brown shade no matter what makeup look I'm doing, just because I feel like it offers a very good base for all the other colors to go on top of. While applying my eyeshadow, I'm kind of flicking it upwards so that it has that cat eye, fox eye, siren look. Continuing on with my story. I was in high school. I think it was my freshman year. I took a BuzzFeed quiz because that BuzzFeed, do y'all remember BuzzFeed? BuzzFeed was popping. I remember when it was like the it channel of YouTube and everyone was obsessed with BuzzFeed. I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore. I remember I used to want to work for BuzzFeed. Anyways, I took a BuzzFeed quiz about what mythical creature I was. I got siren. I think my Halloween costume this year is gonna be a siren, because who doesn't like a creature who makes men fall to their deaths? JK, I love men. I first go in with this color, and then I'm gonna go in with this darker shade. I notice when I'm editing my videos that I'm always like this, and it's like you can't even see what's happening. I'm still learning. This is a learning process. Speaking of Halloween, it's literally in a month. Well, a little bit more than a month because September just started, but I don't know what I'm doing. I know New York has its Halloween parade, and one of my friends, she's obsessed with the Halloween parade, and she's been wanting to go every single year, and maybe this will be the year. But low-key, I'm scared. I enjoy watching horror movies and all of that stuff, but IRL, like in real life, if a clown were to try to touch me, I think I'd freak out. The eyeshadow look is coming together. We're gonna go on with eyeliner. I'm going in with a waterproof liner because my eyes smudge. This is gonna require a lot of concentration. We are trying to go for the ultimate fox eye siren vibe, which means that we're gonna start from the inner corner and go all the way outwards. Take the eyeliner and try to have the end of the wing line to the end of your eyebrow. The way I start is I start with the wing, and should I come in closer? So it's really important that you know your eye shape to match the way your eyeliner slants upwards. I know if you have a bigger eyelid, it's easier to slant it more upwards versus if you have little eyelids like me, it's more flattering if you have a straighter eyeliner wing. Do you ever have moments where you realize how delusional you are? I have had those moments many times in my life, but I feel like the most recent delusional moment I had was the other night. I was literally just laying in bed and I was like, I wonder what I'm gonna wear for Valentine's Day. Girl, what? And if you know me in real life, you know that I love Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day because it is a day of love, and one thing about me is I love love. That's when I knew it was time for me to get a grip. Valentine's Day is literally 5 months away. What? Like, why am I thinking about an outfit that I'm gonna wear in 5 months? Like, I don't even have a Halloween costume yet. You're just gonna bring it in and really draw a little triangle where the tip of your eyes are. Right. I saw an ad for memory pills made out of jellyfish skin. I was so close to getting it. I didn't though, because I was scared. Okay, so you can already see the effect. I'm gonna go in with the same dark shade for the bottom of my eyes. Even with the eyes, I'm taking a gel liner and putting it on my waterline, top and bottom. And with that gel liner, I'm also going in on the center once more. So the eyes are pretty much done. Moving on to the eyebrows. Once again, sticking to the themes of sharp, I'm gonna try to really angle my brow upwards so that it has that peak. I'm trying to think if the amount of times I've actually been approached when I wear this makeup look actually is less than if I wear any other makeup look. Like, is there statistics for that? Slay. So moving on to lashes. So these are lashes I'm using. They're just really short, wispy lashes that I can put right on the outside of my eyes. And when I'm applying these lashes, I'm gonna try to have the ends of the lashes stick a little bit upwards for that full cat eye effect. And with these lashes, I just cut up regular wispy lashes and use the tips of it. Now I'm gonna move on to lips. I'm thinking dark. I'm thinking of dark. I'm gonna use this plum lip liner. And I was actually just reminded, there's this influencer model and her name is Cindy Kimberly. I'm pretty sure y'all know her. And she is such, oh my god, she's so beautiful, and honestly she's such a role model. But she always does these like 90s inspired makeup looks where she uses dark plum lip liner like this and a nude lip color. And honestly, thinking about trying that makeup look one of these days. I just like to purse my lips so that the lip liner product distributes instead of sitting like that. For lip color, this is from Bite Beauty. It's in the shade Honeycomb, and it's this nude brown. I'm just gonna tap in my lip liner just so it blends better. Oh my god, the sun is out. I love. It's been raining for the past, I don't even know, week. Of course, we can't forget the gloss. And I use the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss, which is pretty good. Alrighty, I think the makeup look is complete.